Good morning and happy Sunday, people. This is Artist Spotlight Sunday with me, your host, Deep Spawn Logic. Thank you so much for joining me in supporting amazing independent artists and discovering incredible independent music. My next featured guest had an early gospel influence that underlies his jazz and R&B infused vibe. A multi-instrumentalist, singer-songwriter, music producer, and owner of J Sound Productions. Today, I introduce to you Mr. Jonathan Smith, also known as J.C. Smith. His light is ready to shine, so let's go. A fifth grader by the name of Jonathan Smith was singing in his music class and was sought after by music director Tom Franks. Mr. Franks started up the Pittsburgh Camp Country Boys Choir, and JC became an initial member of this nationally famous choir. That's the spark that was flickering there in Pittsburgh, Texas. Young, eager, and bright, young JC learned the drums at 7 and then started playing guitar around the age of 9 after his parents saved to gift him one. That led him to learn bass guitar and piano, becoming proficient in all of these instruments by the age of 14. With Southern gospel group influences such as the Fantastic Violiniers, the Gospel Keynotes, the Williams Brothers, and the Mighty Clouds of Joy, it's no surprise that at this time, he mainly participated in church choirs as a musician and led a gospel-style quartet group that performed in various church programs throughout the East Texas area. With gospel as his foundation, he also considers Prince, Ernie Isley, George Benson, George Clinton, and Niles Rodgers being his greatest influences in his teenage years. But it's his father, Jimmy Smith, who he admires as his mentor, who used every ability he had to survive and provide the best he could for his family. This is where JC learned his impeccable work ethic, which I'm sure was much needed when he decided to join the military, which included a 7-year stint on Air Force One. In 1993, while on active duty and stationed at Andrews Air Force Base in Washington, D.C., J Sound Productions was created when JC started recording R&B and hip-hop in his home studio. JC was donned the name Mad Scientist when friends would watch him quickly go from instrument to instrument to lay down tracks on his then very fancy 4-track studio. They said he looked like a mad scientist in his lab cooking up tunes. That is when his studio became Science Lab Studio. Fast forward to 2021, JC had an out-of-body surreal experience that he would never forget. He waited for what seemed like a lifetime to hear his music on the radio. November 11, 2021, his debut album Smooth Nights was released. He even had a chance to perform his concert in his hometown after the homecoming football game, featuring music from his album. It's a moment, he said, that he'll never forget. Smooth Nights is a good listen with beautiful songs that take you from August nights to With You Tonight. JC wrote all the music and played all of the instruments himself, which is a massive feat and done superbly. He also acknowledges Lauren, his wife of 37 years, of being his inspiring muse when it comes to songwriting. He states that life experiences, good and bad, provide plenty of emotional material to convert into a musical journey or tell a story, and you can hear all of it incorporated in this album. Make sure to check it out. Link access will be in the caption, and I will be uploading my favorite song, With You Tonight, to the Artist Spotlight Sunday Artist Pick YouTube and Spotify playlists. JC also had a collaboration this past year with Yvonne J on a song called Smile and Smile Dance Remix featuring Dave Howard and JC. This song unexpectedly became a worldwide hit. Although JC has been perfecting his craft for many years, you better watch out because he is just getting started presenting himself and his music to the world. He is currently working on his follow-up album to Smooth Nights, hopefully planning for a fall release date. He will be sharing this album with guest artists and is excited about sharing his artistic vision with others and vice versa. I asked JC for a quote or a piece of advice for his fellow independent artists, and he said to do your absolute best and know in your heart that you belong. And on that note, we are at the end of another spotlight. Don't forget to check out JC's links in the captions and tell your friends and family to follow Artist Spotlight Sunday with Deep Spawn Logic on YouTube. You can also listen to music from all the Spotlight artists on the Artist Spotlight Favorite Picks Spotify and YouTube playlists. Remember, when you support independent artists, you discover amazing independent music. You all have a beautiful week, and until next time, hugs and love.